Is that just... Oh, okay, never mind. For a second I thought it was a big nutsack, but okay. I mean, definitely looks like one. It's just a large... It's just a penis. It really is. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Ling Cage, episode 5. Now, previously, things really hit the fan. They, Mr. Mark and Miss Bing did not appreciate having to, you know, go through with the whole breeding duty thing, so they basically just went and killed a bunch of dudes. And apparently, because the city lord fell ill, they just kind of forgave them, or kind of just pushed it aside for now, and allowed Mr. Mark to take his squad into essentially what they consider a suicide mission to look for medicine. Will they succeed? I guess we'll find out. Let's just get into it. All right. Ooh, that's that finger is not going the right way. Fire in the hole! Okay, that's very lucky. Uh-oh. What the fuck is this? Someone shooting fireballs? Diablo! What are you doing here? They're like half dragon or something? Spits fireballs? Uh-oh. I'm not gonna lie, that landing was kind of bullshit, but okay. What are the odds, right? The show definitely loves to kind of just really go ham with the rule of cool, where they just kind of do action scenes. Like, if there's one thing that the show definitely reminds me of, it's kind of like the older action movies where it's just non-stop action, and then but like everything kind of just goes perfectly, you know. If you end up really thinking about it, you're constantly gonna go like, what are the odds? What are the odds that that was gonna happen? What are the odds that the main character just throws that grenade and it bounces 3 times and perfectly lands in the middle of all the enemies? Like, what are the odds, right? What are the odds? I feel like, dude, maybe it's just me, but like I feel like this would make an amazing like campaign game, like a shooter game with a campaign mission, you know? Being on the back of one of these cars and then having to hold them off as like hundreds of these creatures run after you, and you have to, like, you know. I mean, considering that they weren't even willing to kill the guy who was, you know, high on the virus, whatever the fuck the thing was, I forgot what they called it. Considering they didn't even kill that guy, the guy who literally stole one of the superior's weapons and then shot at people and literally killed one of the other inferiors, and they still didn't kill that guy. I mean, I'm totally buying this because they pretty much know that they're not going to kill them, so, you know. Which is, honestly, in my opinion, kind of bullshit, but, like, clearly, murder and running into, you know, trespassing into restricted areas that you definitely shouldn't be going into is not a real, like, really heavily punishable offense, from what I can tell. I mean, they'll get beat up a little, but, like, you know, it's not like they're gonna die or anything. Do they even know if this illness is curable? And I'm not gonna lie, has this never happened before? Like, I'm sure it's probably happened before, right? Where a inferior has gotten extremely sick and they can't be saved. I mean, I suppose because it's a kid this time around, it's like, oh my god, gotta do something. They have thrusters, right? Or did they use all their, like, fuel for, what the hell is that? What the hell was that in the background? Activate thrusters! That's what I'm saying. This is our win, Diablo.
马克队长送来的心脏已经成功的移植给了那个上民。
是他人强迫你执行那场手术的吗？
我的确是因为马克队长的要求而执行的手术。
好的，我们会向律教所说明这一情况。
不，请按照灯塔律法对我执行相应的惩罚。
我们会接受你的申请。
Interesting.
帮忙，这孩子快不行了。我知道我们是臣民，
我不管你们是怎么来到这儿的，现在马上给我出去！
这，
我们不是来找麻烦的，
还是个孩子，我们只想救他。
放屁！再过几小时，猎荒者就回来了。这些医疗物资他们都不够用，还给你们？
这
真是神经病！
他们这猎斗基因有治疗价值吗？
It seems like okay. So the doctor doesn't, the woman doctor is not, like, she puts up the face, but clearly, you know, with all these cuts that they're giving her, you know, all the shots of the camera that they're giving her, definitely probably doesn't entirely believe it.
以后一定能为灯塔做很多贡献。
这臣民生下来就是垃圾，还以后啊？垃圾哪儿来的以后？
马克队长说过，一个人的价值不应该由一个冰冷的公式来决定。没有人能从一出生就否定我们，无论是上民还是臣民，我们每个人都是独一无二的存在。
你一枪崩了你，长官。
The one thing I'm not a fan of, right? Like, I pretty much, like, look, don't get me wrong, I am really enjoying the show, but the one thing I've noticed that they've done a couple of times now is, like, they have all these characters kind of, how do I say this? Essentially being full-on racists, genists, whatever. Point is, they're being racist, right? Let's just say they're being racist. They show them being full-on racist, and then when someone, like, when you have a moment like this with the kid, right? The kid says something that is very obvious and basic, right? And true. And then it's like they all like start thinking and they're like, oh, maybe the kid is right. However, it's like there's no way just take someone saying the most basic, obvious shit for them to just change their mind. You know, people who are so racist, I feel like I'm sorry, but like if someone is that racist, they don't just change their minds. You know, if you have a person who truly believes and says this to people that oh, you know, your genes make you inferior, you're just an inferior, right? And clearly they truly believe that. There's no way they would just change their mind when someone says, oh, but like, we can also contribute to our survival, so, and we're all unique. Oh, I never thought of that. Well, why didn't you say so? You know, it doesn't, like, it's too easy. They shouldn't be changing their minds. If they're so racist, like they are in the show, a lot of these people shouldn't be changing their minds so easily. If they wanted to have this thing where people change their minds, they should have had... They should show a lot more people being hesitant, right? Like maybe one or two of the people, of the superiors are being extra racist, but like they kind of show like a shot or two of like other people kind of, you know, wanting to say something, but they kind of hold their tongue because they're worried that they'll be, you know, they'll be ostracized. You know, they're superiors, so they're almost like expected to agree with those racists. They show some of the other superiors being kind of uncomfortable, you know, hearing these other superiors being racist. Like, just show some like doubt in a lot of the other superiors. That way, I could believe that you know, some of the superiors are racists, and then the rest of them kind of are like, they don't really want to treat people like that, and they try not to, but they're kind of almost expected to due to these rules. All we have now is basically just like all the characters, all the superiors are essentially heavy racists who truly believe in their superiority until the story needs them to not believe that, and then they don't believe that anymore. That's not really how humans work.
这是什么？都给我后退！他是传染病吗？回答我，他是不是传染病？回答我呀！退后，给我后退！别动我！ 孩子，在以前，医生救人是不看基因的。0609，0609，0609。
People whisper and pray. Don't be sad, glimmer still remain.
I like that she's kind of changing her mind, but it's hard to believe. Because she seemed so adamant about constantly telling the other characters that, oh, you know, this is a waste of resources, you know, that guy's dead anyway, you know, you should be wasting resources on this guy. Like, if you had shown us that she was slightly, I don't know, hesitant, or like if you showed us at least like just a little bit of something where she doubts the system or something, then I would believe it. But we haven't seen a single moment of her doubting the system until now. And it wasn't even like it wasn't really a moment that would change her mind, I feel like. Imagine for a second like a scene where maybe she, I don't know, we see a scene of her just kind of outside of the hospital area, and then maybe she meets one of those kids, right? One of those inferior kids, and maybe gets to know the kid a little somehow, right? And then she learns that this kid that is trying her best does not get the same treatment as superiors do, right? And then she starts feeling like, you know, as a doctor, I would love to just treat everybody, but but the system, you really need those like build-up moments for these characters to change their minds, because people don't just change their minds very easily.
帮你调整了轴心传动的灵敏度，武器冷却做了优化，连续加速要间隔2秒，否则动力模块会过热，记住了吗？
其实下来执行任务也挺好的。
好什么呀？还不一定能回。
没事，我会保护你的。
He's dead. He's dead or she's dead. One of them is dead. Maybe both. Actually, no. One of them.
有事记得叫我。
Cute, but he's dead. He's so dead.
也可以叫我呀。嘘，小点声，又不在灯塔上，你怕什么？
I'm telling you, this would make a great game. A great first-person shooter game. I've heard that it's maybe inspired by, like, Warhammer 40k. But, Jesus. What the heck is that?
这可能是旧世界的医疗机器人。
Interesting. Okay, so they have like full-on robots.
也不是这儿，走吧。
I mean, I did kind of figure that they had pretty advanced technology considering the suits. I can't be doing that. I mean, I've already made my prediction that all the creatures are actually human, obviously. Humans turned into monsters due to some sort of potential, like, gene experimentation. Ah yes, humans in pods.
丧心病狂啊！什么？这……喂！啊！刚才进来的时候，竟然都没注意。天哪！这他妈是怎么回事
？Wait, clones?
这怎么会？这全都是马克。
Wait, what? Right, I didn't even notice. Why Mark, though?
行，你忍着点。
哇，
亏你能忍到现在啊！哎，你知道这个回去得花多少风险点吗？
得花多少？
你的脑袋肯定是被升降平台加过。攒那么多风险点，可是又舍不得吃舍不得喝，你攒那么多风险点干嘛？
Yes, distractor, and then crack it back. Nice, well done. Why Mark though?
谁说没有？如果有足够的风险点，不管以后你受多重的伤，只要没死，我都能救你。
That's not how that works, but okay.
你就盼着我点好吧。
Also, one of them is dead. It's gotta be right. They're right next to the big fucking egg thing. Of course they're dead.
为什么离队？
我只是想帮点忙。你能帮什么忙？老实点，万一引来了噬击兽怎么办？
健康所需，使用香菇。您好，我是健健。提供4处扫描。
I mean, dude, this is insanely useful. Having a robot that can just scan, even if, you know, most of those other options aren't really viable anymore. Having a robot that can just kind of scan what ailments you have, I mean, come on.
警告，局部轻度烧伤，高感染风险，需立即治疗。本公司有滨海区最大的药品仓库，里面的药品一应俱全哦。
药库在哪儿？
我这就带你前往地下药库，请跟我来。记得给我5星好评哦。
那个什么活体器官容器，怎么和马克小时候一个样？
旧世界是有克隆技术的，只要一个细胞就能把生物完整的复制出来。
开什么玩笑？马克是在灯塔出生的，他的细胞怎么跑到旧世界去？
球队注意，已经确认要。
Was he though? Was he born on the lighthouse? Was he?
队正在前往目标地，其他队伍立刻返回1楼大厅，做好撤离准备。
Uh-oh. Oh boy, it's always in the heart of the nest, isn't it? That's how it always goes.
听到警卫话，重复高哥，听到警卫话，高哥，
They gone.
你在哪儿？
They dead.
高哥，高哥，喂，你到底在哪儿？高哥
Is inside the goddamn thing.
我去，
Okay. See, oh, okay. Is this like one of those flower things? Why does that look like a butthole? Uh-oh, masks on. Oh dear. This does not look good. I mean, it looks great, but the situation is not looking good. Is that just... Oh, okay, never mind. For a second, I thought it was a big nutsack, but okay. I mean, definitely looks like one. It's just a large... It's just a penis. It really is. Ooh. They are so fucked. I don't think, I mean, you might just have to, you know, sacrifice them.
高哥，撑住，我马上救你出来。救他！王宁，高哥，
I mean, I told you one of them was gonna die. Jesus. This is a massacre.
高哥！
这边血，他们已经没救了，你们也想被吃掉吗？
Nice. I'm guessing this is the girl with the mask. She's definitely good. That is so disgusting. I told you. I literally told you that both of those guys were gonna die. There's no way you don't notice. There's no way you don't notice this. Bruh. What the fuck?
叶警长，只有当人处于虚弱状态时，才会被他吸收生命原质。全是狙击手。什么？进球党员。进球党员。
这里交给我吧。
坚持住，我马上就到。
修队得有去分队机甲，让后方重新建立防线。快！
Things are not looking good. This is really looking hopeless. Self-destruct. Self-destruct. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, wait, he's still alive. Well, I did predict one of them was going to die, so... And... dead. Really? Oof. That's an oof right there. I feel like at this point she's gonna get saved. Yep. The reason I knew that was going to happen, because at this point, there would be no point to killing her off after she gets betrayed. Because, like, no one was there to really see the betrayal other than those two characters, and if one of them dies, well, no one really knows of his betrayal. So it would make more sense to, you know, have the betrayal happen, and then at the last moment save the woman anyway, and now, well, the woman knows that she got betrayed, right? So, and it's gonna cause a lot of drama later on. Nice.
雪峰，你们队不小的，收到。改装型重力体跟我来。收到。休顿已经失效，我们尽量拖延时间。明白。准备战斗。开火！
All right, boys. Time for a classic 4-person co-op against the big monster, Monster Hunter style.
这里。
小心点。
可算搞定了，等城主醒过来，肯定会奖励我们的。
喂，你怎么了？
你呢？
Infection. What the? I hate that. I hate that a lot. I really don't like things coming out of people's bodies.
刚才有谁受伤了吗？不知道。稀扰非常罕见，但不遇到血红蛋白是不会有活性的。快窜过去！
There go. Oh, there goes the medicine.
城主的药。
我们先走。
Ooh, nice catch. But
过城。
那是什么？
seriously? Now we got a robot zombie apocalypse. Well, there goes another armor. Honestly, I could care less about the people inside of it, but, you know, the armor is probably very useful, so... Oh, that's... I hate that. I hate that. I hated that shit in Pirates 3 or 2, I'm not sure which movie that was, but when, you know, Davy Jones went inside that guy. Really? Okay. Interesting. Well, he's gonna survive, obviously. I'm actually surprised that this happened, because I fully expected that he was going to somehow prove himself in this mission. Like, he was gonna save them all somehow, and then he kind of, like, earns his... Or he, like, shows to everybody that, you know, the inferiors can make a difference here. So maybe we should allow them to, you know, have guns or, you know, have one of those armors. I mean, maybe he's still gonna be that guy, but, yeah. I suppose not in this mission. I'd imagine once this mission is over, there's gonna be a lot of like, oh, you left me behind, you betrayed me, type of stuff.
塔以往的再生评估数据未必准确，建议尽快撤离。
好，继续联系魔城。
等他拿到药，我们立刻离开。这些光是怎么回事？飞雪
Something's coming.
周围已出现强烈的再生迹象。
他们再生了，
怎么会这么快？
一定跟那些光的异动有关。
出现高能量反应，快离开那边！
该死！马车，喂！
阿基，
Holy.
呼叫内部人员，收到请回话。
What the fuck was that?
阿基，别担心，小意思，回去装个义肢就没事了。
I don't think... Yeah, all the unimportant characters are dying.
静止住，我带你回去。
小老大，我真想看你真正当上老大的样子。
已和魔城取得联系，要警察的，预计5分钟内可与车队会合。队长，请就撤离，请就撤离。
I knew it opened up. Goddamn penis monster. They're gonna run out of ammo eventually here. Time to retreat. Oh? I thought you needed to be weakened for this. I guess they all are all being weakened by this thing. I mean, he's also dead, most likely. And you're dead. Jump in there. Yep, good. Fucking jump in there with the grenade. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean... Ooh.
放开我！
赶紧带大家撤退，我来拖住他，不能再有人牺牲了。这笔账，
全员撤退！走！快点！
The music is great, though. The show has great music. That was episode 5 of Ling Cage. A fucking great episode, honestly. Full of action, full of all kinds of things happening. Clutch moments, a lot of moments of betrayal from humans to other humans. A lot of side character death, that's for sure. Very easy prediction as well with a lot of these characters dying. Obviously, you know, there's no way a show like this would ever show random side characters in love without killing them. You know, I mean, come on, let's be honest here. I also think that this robot that they found, I'm surprised no one sees the benefit of this robot just being able to scan vital signs. I mean, this is a huge, especially considering, you know, it can seemingly run on a portable power source that the inferior guy brought. And it's you know, it's not plugged into anything, so they can just take it with them, and which I believe they will. But yeah, like this is a huge find. And then yeah, a lot of the crew is dying. A lot of the, let's be honest, side characters. They're all side characters. I suppose at the end here, I'm hoping that Mark doesn't 1v1 the monster. I'm hoping that it's gonna be close, but he doesn't 1v1 it. They probably will make him win, but I'd rather not. I'd rather him not win, because we've already seen him overcome odds multiple times before. So it's like, I don't want to see Mark win every fight that he is in. I want him to lose. Or he wins the fight, but he's left behind. That might be interesting as well. He wins the fight, but he's left behind, and everyone thinks that he's dead. And then he is forced, because, you know, he can't contact the lighthouse or anybody anymore. Maybe his mech suit is damaged or something, his comms are damaged. And then he is forced to essentially, by himself, go and find the next best thing, the woman on the ground who was controlling the monsters. Or maybe he might even get captured by them. I don't know. Regardless, we shall see next time when we come back for episode 6 of Ling Cage. Until then, though, I shall bid you adieu, ladies and gents.